Leo ha. Hello everyone. I'm a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Leo ha. Hello. 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 How's everyone doing? I'm so full. I'm so full. I did the thing where I had dinner, but I was super fucking hungry. Do you guys ever do this too, where you're just like so hungry and then you get dinner and then you eat it so fast and you eat so much, like way more than you intend to, and then afterwards you just feel like oh my god, I ate all that. That was me. That was me. And now I just feel really full. Now I feel like why do our bodies do this? Why? If you just think about it, if you think about it for a second, even, it just does, like, why can't our bodies process this normally? Like, it's not like it's a new phenomenon where evolution, what are you doing? Pick up the slack. Pick up the slack. What's happening? It's one thing if you just overeat when you're not even that hungry in the first place, but it's another thing if like your body is signaling to you that like you're really hungry and then you eat too fast and too much and your body doesn't realize that you've eaten that much until like way later. You know? Why though? Why? See you at any buffet. Oh god, my throat. See you at any buffet restaurant. Because you didn't digest it enough with your saliva, thus the food didn't get enough chance to dissolve into liquid, thereby occupying more space in Leo tummy. You know, I'm I really eat fast though. It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Oh, I'm so full. I'm actually like so let me have some more water. I ate too much. Alright, well here's the game. Can you hear it? Can you hear it okay? Depending on how the actual like mini games go, we will move myself or the game or something. I didn't want to spoil it, so I've been avoiding any sort of spoilers period for this game. But if you guys are not familiar, this is Ame-chan or K-Angel. The girl with the black hair and the girl with the blonde hair are the same girl. She is a streamer from the game Needy Streamer Overdose, Needy Girl Overdose Overload. If you're not familiar, she is also my sister because she was designed by my mama, Ohisa Mama. So, we're sisters. Leo's older sister? Is she older? She must have been designed before me. Maybe maybe the game came out right before me as well, actually. Now that you've said that. I think the game, because this was one of the first games I played on stream, so it must be. Yeah, she's my older sister, I guess. Yeah. And so we played the game, and now there's this new game called PETIT Collection, and it has a bunch of mini games from what I understand that's like set in the same universe with the same characters. I think they're just like little mini puzzle games, but I don't know shit. I've been avoiding all the spoilers, so anytime I want to play a game on stream, I really do my best not to watch anything related to it. Anything at all. She got all the crazy genes. This explains the family of crazy. No, like she and I are literally the same person. So I had a hard time playing that game because it was really too realistic, honestly, in a lot of ways, you know? It was very relatable. Very relatable, and she's like the epitome of every streamer ever. Just a lot of like mental darkness. The mental darkness is very real when you're a streamer. Really. From what I've seen of Needy Girl Overdose, this game's gonna go nuts. See, that's what I'm thinking as well, but also it's like mini games. I think they're like little mini, like literal actual mini games. So I can't imagine that there's any story or anything, but I don't know. I have no idea. Happy dating game. I don't know who this Ami is, but I bet she's pretty cute, which means you get to go on a date with a cute girl. Isn't that exciting? So this is like an Otome game, I guess, or like a Bishoujo game. Don't Die Angel, a shooting game where I get to race down some nerds, but first go take a shower. True. Oh, is that my BGM on? Oh, it is. I'm sorry. Why was that on? Thank you for letting me know. Take a shower. We have a literal shower tutorial up on the channel now. So you actually have like no excuse now for not showering. Because I've now literally, to my demise, I have literally taught you to shower. Alright, Kangel's room. Come on in, but only if you're really, really bored. Breakout Kangel, a block-breaking game that reveals stuff. But don't you dare play it because it's super embarrassing. Oh! Have you guys played... Okay, well, it's not like exactly like this, but there were these like era of lewd arcade games. Lewd arcade games where you would like solve a puzzle and then it would start like revealing a lewd photo underneath the puzzle. Not that old, sorry. Shut the fuck up. I'm not old and I saw it when I was growing up. Therefore, it's not old. But even when I was growing up, it was considered like a retro game. So it looks like it's like lewd, but like Brick Break, yeah. Flash game era. I don't know if they had flash games of them, but like at the arcade. One time I went to an arcade and they had them. And they were usually like Japanese like AV actresses or like gravure models. Good stuff. All right, well, we're going to start in order. We'll go in order 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go with the first one here. We're going to be doing the dating sim. Oh, they're all different clients? Wait, really? No shot. Uh-oh. 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 What did that leak? Wait, let me see. Okay, that didn't leak anything. All right, that's fine. Why is that even open? Oh, that was the launcher. What the hell? What the hell? D'Angelo, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I forgot to mention. Eric, thank you so much for 18 months of whale careers. Holy shit, thank you. So many tabs. It's okay. You don't need to know how many tabs I have and how many browsers I have open. That is none of your business. That is none of your business. That's only one of my many browsers. Leo's Chrome using 80% of memory. You know, I actually am not. I would not be surprised if that was true. Why are you like this? What the fuck do you mean? I'm normal. I have organized chaos, okay? My chaos is organized. Okay? Please manage your tabs. No, you can't tell me what to do. You don't know who I am, what I've been through. We should do like a I don't think it'd be doxing. We should do like a Leora tag tab. We already did the tag reveal stream. Where the fuck is this game? Give me a second. It's not showing up. It hates me. Why isn't the game showing up? And then it's gonna dox me again. It's gonna dox me again. Oh, well, now this is too big. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Everything is just great. Thank you so much for the super chat, Leo and Leo. So looking forward to the archive when I get back home. Have fun, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. And thank you so much for the gift of membership, too. Be sure to thank Ghosty-chan if you received a gift of membership. Lots of hearts and chads in chat. I literally, okay, well, it did say launcher on it. And I thought maybe it was just like a bug, but it was actually a launcher. All right. We're back to business. We're back to business. One of these days, maybe I should do like a tab reveal stream. Guess my tabs. Do you want to see my tabs right now? Here, I'll show you guys. I have nothing to hide. Here, you can try to guess what my tabs are. Oh, my tabs. What do I have to hide? Famous last words. Here. This is just one of my browsers. The first one is a calendar. We have calendar. We have Twitter. We have Twitter. We have Twitter. We have that Twitter tab has not been touched. It was so long ago that it is still a bird and not an X. Then we have a Google Drive. I don't know what that Google Drive is. And then I don't know what that is. And then I have a booth tab. And then I have some mysterious tab. And then I have another Twitter. And then I have Skeb. And then I have another mysterious browser. And then I have a Wix. And then 2 more Skebs. And then 2 more Twitters. And then another Wix. And then a Google. And then what is that? Wait, I'm going to look it up. What is that? Oh, that's Yu-Gi-Oh lore. I literally have a Yu-Gi-Oh lore tab open. That's the Albaz lore. And then I have a Google document open. And then I have Steam open. And then I have 3 Googles open. Then more Twitter. And then Etsy. And then I have a Google form. And then I have, what is that? Oh, streamer song list that Leola recommended to me that I still haven't done. That was like almost a year ago. And then there's another Google one. And then there's, what is that? Another Google Drive. Oh, some lyrics to a song. And then another Google. And then 2 more mysterious ones. Another Google. An eBay. The eBay is actually for my PS2 part that I still haven't ordered. And then what the fuck is that one? Oh, that's like for a game that like Mita or somebody recommended me. It's like a .io page. And then I have some more lyrics. And then I have Amazon. And then I have another Google Drive, a Google document, another Google Drive, another Google form, and then Google Form Sheets, which is the answer to the form, a Shopify link, Google Slides presentation that I'm working on, the Discord timestamp converter, and then some more Twitter. Good times. Good times. When was the last time you actually closed this window? Never. I don't close any of my windows. I have, how many browser windows? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, not including the chat, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 browser windows open. And I have probably the same amount of tabs in each one. I have another window over here that has Digimon World Next Order on it because I want to play that. And then the other one I have Gundam Build Fighters on because I wanted to rewatch that. And then the other one I have SSSS Dynazenon on it. Well, I don't know why that one's there actually. I'm going to close that one. The next one I have the Divine Arsenal AA Zeus model kit so I don't forget when that comes out. And then I have another one for more Yu-Gi-Oh lore. And then I have a deck builder for Trap Tricks, which I could probably close now. Actually, I'm closing that. And then I have some Vanguard cards that I wanted to buy that I probably should also just close out. I don't think I'm going to buy those, unfortunately. As much as I want to. I don't think I'll buy these. All right, fine. We have cleared out some tabs. Are you guys happy? Are you guys proud of me? I could probably just close out this entire thing in general. There we go. As long as you guys promise to remind me about the Zeus pre-orders. Sage, thank you so much for 14 months of membership. When is the tabs intervention stream? No, none. That doesn't exist. Have you ever had the same thing in several tabs without noticing? No, because I generally know what all my tabs are. It also is very important to me where the tabs are, like what browser it's on. Like that's also like very important. And the order that they're on. I also have a bunch of art references in tabs, which I probably should download, but I really don't like downloading things. But maybe downloading things would be better than having a million tabs. I don't know. Unsure. When was the last time you shut down PC? I shut down my PC every day. Shutting down my PC, I never leave it on. I don't ever leave it on. I think the only time that I've left my PC on for a long period of time was when I had a work MacBook, and then that one I left on like forever. I have another one for like my personal stuff, and half of these tabs are insurance tabs, which is ridiculous. They're either insurance or like, why do I have so many Google Word files open? Well, I have a bunch of Google Form open. Anyway, back to the actual stream. Yeah, I do actually shut down my PC at the end of every day. It's also just a waste of electricity for me to not shut it down. I've been wanting to get into the habit of also like turning off my power strip Do you guys do that? Will that actually save me money on electricity if I turn off my power strip every night? Do you know? It will? Yeah, maybe I'll just actually turn off my power strip from now on, because that's something that I don't have a habit of doing. But you've never turned yours off? Yeah. You're on solar, so no energy bill? Really? That sounds insane. That sounds crazy. It saves a bit of money since the electrical current isn't meeting the resistor. Our house electricity bill is actually insane. Our electricity bill is actually kind of fucking crazy. So if I can save anywhere on electricity, I would love to do that. It's also good to just unplug things that you don't use. Yeah, maybe I'll try to get into the habit of doing that, because our electricity bill, I don't want to talk about it. It's really, really, really bad. I also have like 5 billion electronics, so I think that doesn't help. Anyway, we're gonna play this game. Holy shit, we've been talking for a long time. It's called Ame-chan Waku Waku Date Game. So it's the Ame-chan Waku Waku Date Game. We'll play in English. Is the audio okay, or is it too loud? It looks loud, but it doesn't sound loud. Okay, now it seems kind of loud. How's that? How's that? Is that better? Still loud? The music looks loud? Yeah, because I have to look at a stupid... What are these called? An audio... One of those audio things. I'm looking at an audio thing that tells me how loud it is. That's good? Okay. She's so cute! My sister. What is... Like... Ore no imoto. My Molly mixer. Yeah, but I was thinking more of like a visualizer. That was the word I was looking for. It's like on my audio visualizer. Anyway. Ame's happy dating game. New game! Ooh, the art. P-chan, let's go on a date today. The one who spoke was a well-dressed girl who liked to dream big and call her partner a stupidly cute nickname like P-chan. Her name was Ame and she was my girlfriend. Hell yeah. Her black skirt fluttered around her thighs as she hovered excitedly, sort of like a fly buzzing over a pile of garbage. Jesus Christ. She made no attempt at hiding her desire for my attention. And it was so cute. She knew she was cute, better than anyone else in fact. Every single one of her movements was exaggerated for the perfect effect, and it always worked. She was the star of her own show, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She knew she could get away with it too because of how adorable she was. She wielded her own cuteness like a weapon that could get her anything she wanted. Although she had a childish charm to her, she had the cunning mind of a veteran tactician. Thanks for working so hard for me all the time. I know you fell asleep at your desk because you were up all night editing videos for me, so I feel kind of bad for waking you up, but... Ame fidgeted with her hair and looked at me apologetically. Her thick, glossy locks hung in two pigtails and a long fringe that covered half her face. She could cry all she wanted from her hidden eye, and no one would be none the wiser, which is grammatically incorrect. It was an extra layer of protection along with her over-the-top acting. That's my theory anyway. Legend has it that no one has ever seen the left half of Ame's face. Not even I'm privy to what's underneath her bangs. What? But she shows it when she streams. Alright, sleepyhead. I'm going to go brush my teeth, do my skincare routine, and get changed. You'd better be ready for a date by the time I'm done. There's no punctuation. She beamed at me, her smile warm and bright like the sun. She was so beautiful and adorable, like a little flower begging me to pick her. How could I ever say no to her? People say that every beautiful rose has its thorns, but I think it's a little different for Ame. Her arms were covered in thin scars that ran across them haphazardly. If she had thorns, then those thorns were hurting her too. But flowers don't do that, so what would she be instead? And I don't want to hear you complaining about this date being too short notice or whatever, Kay. Love is unpredictable like that. Or don't you care about me enough to keep up? Yeah, she's like talking like she types. She is. A single tear rolled down her cheek from her right eye. All traces of her earlier smile had disappeared and sadness pulled the corners of her lips downwards. She wailed as she swung into a full-blown breakdown. Oh, jeez. Wah, boo-hoo! You don't even love me, do you? You're just with me because you want the super chats I squeeze out for my nerd fans. That's called emotional abuse, you know. She sniffled and wiped the tears from her face. Her cheeks took on a pinkish tint as her eyes continued to leak and grow puffy. Rather than diminish her looks, however, it only served to make her already enormous eyes look even bigger. Of course, all this was an act too. Ame had perfected the craft of crying on command and making it look really convincing. As a streamer, she needed precise control over her emotions, turning on whatever she wanted like a switch. To elicit certain reactions from her viewers, it was her job to cry and smile with purpose, or even get so riled up she could snap a keyboard in half. Oh my god. I was familiar with all this as someone who lived with her and cared for her in a romantic capacity. Just as I knew everything about Ame, I knew that this charade she was putting on was her way of showing her love towards me, of course. I also knew that if I ever saw her crying real tears, it could only mean one thing, that things were over between us. The keyboard. She can destroy a keyboard. She's definitely stronger than I am. But even though I knew this wasn't real, she was still crying, and no proper human being would leave a girl crying. I had to do something to soothe her. The tears being fake didn't change the fact that she was deeply stressed from streaming every night and desperately needed a break. Putting herself out there on MeTube and social media meant all eyes were on her. She had worshippers that treated her like a goddess, people who made it their personal mission to poke fun at her, and others who saw her as a sounding board for their emotions. It was simple enough to understand how such chaos would eat away at one's mental well-being, but only those who'd been through the same thing could truly empathize. Maybe the money and attention really were as intoxicating as she made it out to be, but even so, could this hell truly be worth it to her? Alright, now that we're going on this date, says me, let's decide on where to go. Choose wisely, because it could make me love or hate you more. Did I also mention that it'll affect what ending you get? Well, now I have. If you ask me, Ame was stuck. She had real skill and talent. She was a smart girl. Every night she would don her silly costume as the internet angel and stream under the name OMG Kawaii Angel, just Kangel from now on, because saying the full thing every time is way too much effort. Her streams gathered hundreds and thousands of nerds from all over cyberspace every night. All of the respect, lust, jealousy, hate, love, and boredom that congregated were compiled into a neat little metric known as the viewer count. Then that number would determine how much money she would receive for her efforts. It didn't matter what intentions her viewers went into her streams with. The important thing was that they became another number for the pile of numbers that ended up as cash in her bank account. And boy did she have a lot of those numbers. Damn. Not to toot my own horn, but I had a very big hand in keeping those figures up. Ame was hugely dependent on me during her daily life, and most of the logistics of her streams were handled by me too. But that's enough about that. The undeniable thing was her overwhelming charm was what made her career possible. Stats drove people crazy. Those numbers pushed them to the brink. At some point, Ame must have wondered whether I loved her for who she was or the numbers she produced. We started off as two broke asses who found comfort in each other. Without any money in the equation, I think what we had was genuine love for one another. Now, neither of us could be so sure anymore. On the other hand, it was possible that we were now too close for each other to unstick ourselves. No matter how hard she tried to ignore it, there would always be the one persistent worry in the back of her mind. Maybe I can't be satisfied with my partner anymore. The image of us splitting could be looping in her head. It was something that the two of us had to overcome together, though. What does being in a relationship mean? Could we take the steps into the future together hand in hand? These were the questions we had to face. Ame was a middle school dropout who had a terrible personality and could do stupid things sometimes, but she was always thinking about her things much more than the average person. If her head was really as empty as people like to say, she would have never made it so big as a streamer. She was the kind of person who would rather be direct and spring a surprise date on her partner than try some elaborate scheme to bait me into one. There was the hope that the element of surprise would bring back the butterflies we both felt when we first started dating too. From a practical angle, it was also a good way to assess how one's partner would deal with an unexpected and potentially stressful situation. I mean, we'd all want someone who can handle both well, right? Plus, I'm not really one to talk. I chose this after all. OMG, wait, so are we actually going? So we're actually going? Wait, now she uses punctuation. Ame's eyes sparkled like 1,000 diamonds. I didn't care if this was an act or not. I wanted to believe that underneath her long bangs, her left eye was also shining like the brightest star in the sky. Yay, I'm so excited! Whatever happens to us in the future, I just want us to be happy. Okay, let's pick a place and have our date. Oh, she's so cute! Peach-chan, I'll go wherever you go. Unless it's jail, then no. Okay. Oh! I get to pick! I want to go to the arcade. Arcade? Oh! She's so cute! Oh my god, she's so cute. I love her style so much. It's giving me goth. It's giving me Skulanimals meets Shugo Kara. It's giving me 2008. It's giving me what I wanted to be in 2008. Yeah, it's giving Paramore. Hell yeah. Taking your girlfriend to the local arcade is like the IRL equivalent of taking a girl in a dating sim, trawling for secondhand PC parts, and then tanking your affection meter. What? Not true. Not true. She has this outfit in the other game? I don't remember this one. What do you mean? The affection meter's gonna tank? I thought she liked games. But it's a bold choice. Nice one, Peach-chan. We're already not normal, so why pretend to be? Chilling at an arcade together is peak. Hell yeah. That's right. It sure is peak. I'm ready to get my game on. I knew it was a bit of a gamble, but good thing Her Highness seems pleased. We gawked at the giant coin-pushing games and the bright lights, mused about how old-school games like those crocodile-smashing ones were probably the gateway, and enjoyed everything the arcade had to offer. It was a wholesome establishment, perfect for families, which meant that there were none of the usual nerds there. Just a quiet corner of town with nothing weird going on. Sorry, I had to cough. Kind of feels like we're teenagers who's just started dating. For two youngsters who wanted to go somewhere fun, but A, didn't have that much money, and B, had half the city blocked off to them as minors, game arcades were the ideal date spot. Much fun could be had for a few hundred yen, and photo booths just hit different, even though all of us had smartphones and a million photo apps now. Plus, the real big and fancy arcades sometimes had bowling alleys or pool tables, in case anyone wanted to flex for their girl. Ah, youth. Not that I'd really know what that feels like, since no one at school would have ever dated me. I'd always come here alone to practice fighting games and gun blam, like so many guys would come up to be like, oh, you want me to teach you? I could play co-op with you on gun blam if you want. Like, ew, okay, nobody asked. But even though I hated how patronizing they were, not gonna lie, I still kind of liked the attention. Ame sat down on a old worn out cabinet and began fiddling with a joystick and buttons, perhaps recalling a combo that some guy had taught her long ago. I couldn't really blame those nerds for approaching her the way they did, as annoying as it must have been. A beautiful girl in an arcade was just like fresh spring in the desert, especially for the people seeking refuge from their daily lives. It was only human for them to approach and call out to such beauty and wonder. Now that I think about it, those nerds were probably just really lonely, huh? Ame continued to tap and flick away, cycling through different combos. None of them had any effect on the game, of course, as no coins had been inserted. The demo screen played on, oblivious to any input. I mean, if you just wanted to verse someone, you could easily do that online. They must have been really starved for human contact if they bothered to come all the way to an arcade in real life. You get a sense of kinship fighting with other outcasts who'd been rejected at school and work, you know? Just the both of you here in darkness of arcade, punching it out. I think this is how all fighting games should be played. Online, you wouldn't know who you're going up against, just climbing the ranks mindlessly. But here, you can just peek around the corner and see your rival. Whatever, not that I care. Ami stood up suddenly and walked deeper into the bowels of the shop. Why the bowels? OMG, there's Kangel merch on the claw machines! Go me! Oh my god, speaking of which, my friend actually... PokePal actually won me a Kangel figurine from a claw machine in Japan. And it's like the one of her sitting on the ground. And it's like really cute, right? But then if you flip it upside down and look at her panties, there is a surprise. The panties have a surprise hole in them. And we were like, ah! My next hand cam stream, I'll show you guys. But there's a little hole in the back of the and like I looked all over the box and nothing warns you about this surprise on the panties. But it's not as bad as it sounds actually, but it's there is a hole. She wasn't alone anymore. There was no more waiting for awkward nerds to hit on her as she sat alone at a cabinet. She had a partner and all the fans and followers in the world filling the emptiness in her heart. I don't think we're really the kind of people to blow all our money on claw machines or verse each other on racing games like other screeching couples, though. I wish they had a merry-go-round here. Let's go home. But I had fun. I think this will become one of those days that will come back to me once in a while when I see something random. We left the bright lights and loud noise of the arcade behind us. If we ever wanted a game, we could just hop on our phones and find someone to play with. Oh, cute! Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god. She's just, look at her. She's just perfection. Oh, this art is so good too. I should have worn a heart rate monitor because, oh my, I saw her face and, oh my lord.
Hello, cuties. It's Kangel, the arcade angel. What did you all get up to today? I went to an arcade. It wasn't huge or famous or anything, but I passed by it while I was on my walk and just decided to go in by myself. And guess what, guys? I saw a claw machine with my merch in it. It was very exciting. I saw some schoolgirls there talking about how cute they were and how much they wanted some. I was so happy I almost stepped in to catch some for myself. But man, arcade goers' demographics has changed so much. It was such a nice arcade, but there wasn't a single nerd in sight. I bet it's because you guys are all cooped up at home gaming instead of going outside to play games. Who else will fill the dark, dingy corners of the arcade if not for you all? Who else is going to stand around with their arms folded like Bison and backseat game the whole time, then go out for ramen together with the other randos whose real names you don't even know? You guys gotta start pretending like you're in Umehara's manga and go on and do this. I'm begging you. Like, that sounds like so much fun. I almost wish I could do it too. I guess nowadays pro gamers are celebrated so much that they've lost their gloomy, nerdy reputation. But you know, it's kind of sad that they have to act all professional and stuff now that big money's on the line. I mean, people usually become gamers because they'd rather not deal with the real world, and they go to the arcade to meet their little group of nerds who feel the same way, right? It wasn't much, but it was their slice of joy. And now because they have to deal with the real world, because they play games. Plus, I bet there's a whole bunch of people who would love nothing more than to play games with others, but are forced to stay in the dark because they can't or don't want to act all hype for the big companies and stuff. Anyway, that's just my thought of the day from my visit to the arcade. If I'm talking shit, then ignore me. If you haven't gone outside in a while, then do it. Go play a game with someone you can't see face to face. Or you can see face to face. But shower first, okay? Promise me you will. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bless.
She's so cute. Angel! So cute!
I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? Surprise me.
Okay, day 2. I want to go to Nakano. See, this is definitely the top 2 picks I would pick, but now that I've done something nerdy, maybe I'm not supposed to do something nerdy. Why hospital? Because you want to take her to get her meds. But then if she takes her meds, you disappear. I want to go Nakano, but is that like two nerdy things in a row? Do I have to be like tactful? Is this what it's like dating like a non-nerd? You know, like if I want to make my non-nerd girlfriend happy, like I'm just like, oh, I have to like space out the nerdy stuff. I can't do it like back to back, right? You gotta ease her in with the nerd stuff. Maybe we do urban exploration. Maybe she wants to like go like shopping. If you take your meds, does chat disappear? I don't know, because I have stopped taking my meds long ago. Now you're stuck with me forever. If you're not playing the metagame, are you even playing a dating sim? Come on now. When you said you were taking me to some urban exploration, I thought you were going to take me to a generic old part of town swarmed by Insta girlies, and I was so ready to beat your ass, but this abandoned school is pretty sweet. Nice one, P-chan. I thought I was going to die from having to climb up this mountain after getting train sick from that super long ride, but it was so worth it. We stepped inside the abandoned school and breathed in its musty air, kicking up dust as we went. Entering this wooden building tucked away in the mountains was like traveling back in time. The village I had been part of was long deserted, and the whole place felt like a ghost town. It was a small slice of a world unknown, the shell of dreams that once were, lives that were being lived once upon a time. The chairs and tables were already rotting, perhaps still waiting for students to come back and learn with them again. Little did they know, however, that their fate was to be forgotten and eventually destroyed. Ame seemed to be enjoying this desolate atmosphere. I hated school, so it feels good to see one in such a sorry state. Well, at least she likes it, even if her reasons were a little unconventional. Something nostalgia. This place must have molded so many kids into cogs for the great machine of wage cuckery. It's only fair that it would go down like this then. Haha. Oof, harsh. However, one could argue that being anti-establishment was a core part of what made a streamer a streamer. Someone like her who sought refuge on the internet away from the educational system and society that rejected her stood for everything these institutes tried to quash through shoving their students into small boxes that taught them how to socialize and conform. The wage cuck bros. You know, a video about a truant middle school dropout exploring an abandoned school would actually be the perfect video. I'd put on my best horror stream screaming, and the views would roll in like an avalanche. But nah, bit cringe TBH. Plus, this is supposed to be a date for just the two of us. It'll be our little secret. And it's not like I brought my Kangel outfit anyway, lol. Ame started taking full advantage of the fact that the building was abandoned by running around and kicking everything she could get her hands on, or rather feet on. At one point, she kicked the wall so hard her foot got stuck in the resulting hole. But all in all, she seemed to be having a great time, absolutely wrecking the symbol of her childhood pain. I wish I'd done this to the school I went to. I should have torn it to pieces and razed the whole thing to the ground. Oh, she's so cute. I wish I made everyone who bullied me get down on their knees and apologize. No, that's not enough. I should have made them jump out the window, not too high up so they die, but just enough so they break their bones. Jesus Christ. I was in hell. I hated them so much. I wanted so badly to climb on the spider's thread if only to look down on them. I swore to myself that I'd become someone they'd be mad jealous of. I think I did in a way. Look at where they got, gluing themselves to their desks, and look where I am now, more rich and famous than any of them could ever be. Plus, I have a wonderful and loving partner too. But it's not like they'd know it's me when they look at Kangel. So much for throwing them into the pits of despair and jealousy. They just go about their little lives and they probably don't even remember that they went to school with me. Ame started to kick harder. I just want to hear them say my deepest apologies. I never knew you had such enormous talent to become the emotional support for millions of people all around the world. She picked up a chair and hurled it at the blackboard hanging precariously at the front of the room. It made contact with a heavy thud and a large crack appeared on the dark green surface. I'll stop there for today. Consider yourself lucky. She slowly paced as she wiped the sweat from her brow, happily murmuring, because I'm so kind and generous, I'm practically a bodhisattva. I think that's like an enlightenment term, right? To herself. Once the adrenaline had worn off, she grew bored of the abandoned school and wanted to go home. By the time we headed out, it was already dusk. The time when students would usually be heading back to the comfort of their homes after a day of boring classes.
Hey cuties, it's Kangel, the middle school dropout angel. You must all be wondering what I did today. Well, keep wondering because I'm not gonna tell you. Us angels have a lot of secrets we need to keep from you humans. And if you're getting ready to accuse me of having a boyfriend, stop right there. I have no need for one because I'm devoted to being your angel. So don't worry and keep standing me. If you really want to know what I did today, then let's see some red in the chat. Hey, don't actually do that. That's a whole 10,000 yen. But I do love those zeros. Thank you guys so much.
True. This is like every streamer.
It would be nice if you guys like threw a akasupa. Oh my god, but don't actually do it.
Every streamer's mentality.
Man, I love being with you guys on stream here. I have so much fun, and I really mean that. I'm not just saying that because you guys give me money, okay? It's just one of those nights, you know, and you guys have it so tough out there. That's why you're all here watching some girl on the internet, right? I really feel for you guys. I can't ever hope to truly understand what you're all going through, and it might not be my place to say this, but let's all promise to do our best to get through our days, okay? That's all I want to say. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I hope you guys can get through another day of being wage cucks and study betas with a smile.
That should be my outro. That's my new outro from now on. I hope you guys can get through another day of being wage cucks and study betas with a smile. Bless! Jesus. Jesus.
I had so much fun yesterday.
Real stop! Real stop. I swear to God. What did she say? I do love those zeros. I do love those zeros. Well, I need to like memorize that whole, you know, the whole line. Gotta love those zeros. Thank you, Rena. I appreciate it. If everyone could put some chads. Can we get like a Chad, bless Chad in chat? Lemon Quad, thank you so much for the soup. I appreciate it. Let me have some water. Sorry, give me a second. Oh my god, the Akasupa. I can't believe you. Can't believe you, Reno. Don't you know I'm just using you for your wallet? You know, I was actually telling my friends recently about findom. And it was like me and a couple friends, and I go like, oh yeah, I learned about findom not that long ago, maybe like 4 years ago now, and I was telling them about what findom was because a lot of them didn't know what that was. Also, Riley, thank you so much for 1 month of membership. What happened in game became a reality for Lyra. It seems blessed. What does that mean? Findom is people who like to be financially dominated. And essentially what it is, it's rich people that enjoy when people are mean to them and then extort money out of them. But it's kind of like it's like a consensual play. It's like a play. It's like role playing kind of. Nate Monkey, thanks so much for the super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you. You guys really don't have to send me super chats because of this though. Star Seed, thank you so much for 16 months of membership. Bless indeed. Yeah, like so basically findom is like if you went up to someone really rich and you go like, you like stupid rich pig, and you start insulting them like, I bet you didn't even work hard for your money, like you just have your mama's money, like I don't know, give me $5,000, stupid rich filthy rich asshole. I don't know what they say. Like you kind of do stuff like that, and then people just like, they just literally like send you money to like berate them about their money. I don't. It's like a kink. It's like a very specific kink. How you gonna thank you so much for 7 months of membership? Are we findom by Lyra on the daily? No, I see the thing. Okay, so we were talking about this, right? And one of my friends was like, "Man, that sounds like such a good gig." She was like, "I would love to do that." And then I was like, I was thinking about like, wow, maybe that is a good gig, but I think I physically can, like, I would have such a hard time like being mean to people like that, and then two, you have to be really creative because like you can't just constantly rehash the same stuff at them, right? Like you need to think of new creative ways to berate them or to make them give you their money or whatever it is. And I was like, I feel like I just don't have the brain for that. It's like a very different way of thinking. Like it's not as simple as like you just insult somebody. And then I was like, yeah, and I feel like I'm like not mean enough. Like I'm not good at that. And then T-Pal looks at me like, and I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I feel like you could do it just fine. I was like, what is that supposed to fucking mean? I was like, what is that supposed to mean? He was like, I don't know. I don't think you'd have a hard time. I was like, excuse you. Excuse you. I'm not mean. I'm so nice. Okay? Rita, thank you for the super chat. So you're saying you're in findom relationship with chat? No, I'm not. Stop giving me your money. Lemon Quad, thank you so much for 4 months of membership. Start pulling out the Nagatoro techniques and rolling the dough. What's the Nagatoro technique? Have you actually tried it? Maybe you can. No. She'd break out all those ancient words to keep it fresh. Shut up. Randy's thank you for the super chat. I can't believe you were told you were findom coded. I really was told that. It's like, the thing about findom is that I know someone said they should just play League if they want to be insulted, which is hilarious. But also like part of the kink is like not just being berated. I think the berating has to be related to money. Like it has to be like a money thing. I've never done it or actually seen it, so I actually don't know what people are saying. I just made that up. Like that's what I imagined they would say. But I don't know like what people are actually saying to the people for findom. I'm sure it has to be more than that. Right? It can't just be like that. Your stock portfolio is not diversified enough. Oh, gross. No. Like, okay, wait, let me look up. Findom expressions. What do they say? Findom. Can someone show? They're just telling me what it is. Findom talk. What do they say? How to dominate the conversation and get paid. The art of findom. What is this? What is this? I'm reading these things. What is this? I don't know. You worship superior women and believe that all men should be submissive to all women. You crave the degradation of beta men. $5 a minute to talk with them. What the heck? Wait, I want to see like more examples of what they say. Oh, here you go. Findom dirty talk. Okay, there's a lot of words here that I can't say on stream. I guess the people who do this refer to themselves as goddesses. Click and spend, my dirty little pay pet. You just can't help it. Goddess. Why she talks in third person? Goddess makes you so weak and so helpless. line says like, I like it hard and deep. I want it all. Don't stop there. More, more, more. Another 500. It's like she's talking about sex, but actually she's talking about money. It goes, more, more, more. Another 500. It's so hot when you drain your wallet on me. Reno, thank you so much for the super chat. A minute, please. No! Maid Monkey, no! Right, and thank you so much for 11 months of membership. Yes, my goddess, shut up. Ramsey, thank you so much for the super chat. I would like a refund for my previous super, please. This is interesting. Talking about wrapping my soft, smooth hand around the money slave lever and tugging on it. I wouldn't want to expel my cash too soon. Do they talk about like cooming? Instead of coom, it's like money. Do you like coom money? Sage, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, goddess. Lemon Quote, thank you for the super chat. Here, $2. Please bully me. Bruce Swagger, thank you for the super chat. Hasn't been a minute yet. No, it gets worse. It goes, I wouldn't want it to expel my cash too soon. No, I'll let it build up so I get a nice big load of cash. I guess they call the guys like slave wages. Oh, no. It's just pay pig. Pay pig. Yeah. Ramsey, thank you for the super chat. She fin on my doll till I super, yeah. I've heard of blue wallet, but this is the first time I've heard of blue walleting. This is this made Odin sad. It's a lot. This is so funny. This is really funny. I can simply command him to empty his slave wages into my account. All right. Oh, and here's a line. Oh, and the lever is only allowed to shoot money. Nothing else comes out of that money machine but my cash. You're not allowed to coom, I guess. Cooming is not allowed. Cooming has been forbidden. Sage, thank you for the super chat. Can you please tell me to liquidate my assets? I miss when we were playing the video game. What? You're not enjoying the stuff? You're not enjoying this findom talk? Findom for dummies. Pay pigs and findom talking to pay pigs. You can even have there's like a class. You can take a class. You can you can take a class on how to do findom stuff. Anyway. All right, back to the game. Well, we're actually playing the game again. Is the audio dead? Maybe thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna super. This is nasty now. Now the super chats have like a weird, dirty connotation to them, thanks to that weird excerpt that I just read. Zelda, thank you so much for the super chat. I come in here $5 for 5 minutes. I mean, who am I to argue? Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I don't like this imagery, chat. I don't know if I appreciate this imagery. Also, this is like not really a dating sim because she said like your choices affect your outcomes, but it seems like there's no other dialogue options, I guess. Sorry, my throat is being weird. There are multiple endings? Okay, well, we'll see. Let's go to Nakano. We love Nakano. You can also, you know, play Digimon Cyber Sleuth here. Lemon Quad, thank you for the super chat. Pocket my money, essentially. No! My financial economics class later tonight is going to be an experience. Yeah, you can just... It'll be like those, like, Bibles for Zoomers where they, like, replace, like, like he was Jesus was the son of God on cap, no cap on God, for real, like one of those like joke Bibles, except you can translate your entire textbook to be findom coded instead. From Nakano Station, if you left through the north exit and walked to the end of Nakano Sun Mall, you would find yourself face to face with a mixed residential and commercial building. Hey, this is Nakano Broadway, known for being the mecca for nerdy stuff. I love this place. Nice choice, Pichan. Aki was practically baby shit compared to Nakano. It's time to get really freaky and geeky. I don't agree with that. This is where Ame and I disagree. I think Akiba for a while was kind of bad, but I feel like now Akiba has had its like resurgence, and Nakano like lately feels a little like, it feels a little dead, you know? Like it's not as bustling as it used to be, I feel like. This is the kind of place that's best enjoyed once a month. Is that supposed to be often or like infrequent? We stepped inside, ready to be swept up by its holy corridors. Making it to Nakano Broadway could be for people like us a pilgrimage. Entering its hallowed halls made us devout believers of subcultures, regardless of whether or not the other visitors had that kind of mindset. I don't have water. I mean, you are supposed to pay 10% of your income to the church. That's true. I didn't realize just how much people spend at church. Like literally it's 10% of your income is the suggestion, which I thought was crazy. By the way, if you didn't know, the ground floor, better known as the first floor, is used as a thoroughfare, but keep going north and you'll eventually end up at the Arai Yakushi side. There you'll find nary a nerdy shop. Those who were unaware of the location status as a nerd hub would be none the wiser. Unlike Akihabara, where the nerdiness was spread throughout, it was only concentrated in one spot at Nakano. So church is just religious findom? That's true. It is findom. Church is just findom. Wow, the first floor actually looks kind of normal, except for the giant mandarake anyway. Look, there's even some stairs that go down to a supermarket. Oh my gosh. I bought churro for my cats at this supermarket many times. It's always like really busy in that supermarket too. JK, there's a shop selling gacha and Pouchmon cards too. This place is nerdy as hell. OMG, a shop that's always having closing down sales to draw in customers in. I thought they'd all died out in Akiba, but it looks like it's still got some of its kin here. Zoltan, thank you so much for the super chat. Finance inflation? Finance inflation! It was crowded here on the first floor, but of course it was as any thoroughfare would be. As such, this was where all the normie shops were. You'd only start seeing the really nerdy stuff from the second floor up. Also, if you plan on visiting the second floor, make sure you take the stairs. The lift will take you straight to the third floor, so watch out. I can't even imagine how many people have missed the second floor because they didn't know about this. I always thought this was weird, and by lift, they mean the escalator. There's an escalator, but it skips the second floor. And the second floor is the best because the second floor has like the TCG shop. I think that's like the only TCG shop in Akiba now. I think, or in Nakano. It's funny because for a long time when I was going to Nakano a lot, it was when Radio Kaikan was still under construction. But now that Radio Kaikan's up, I personally, I prefer Radio Kaikan to Nakano. But Nakano has a lot of really cool like vintage stuff. So if you're into vintage stuff, also if you're into like Kamen Rider stuff, Nakano is way better because it has all the old school Kamen Rider stuff. Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm about to go bankrupt. Stop then! Don't go bankrupt! Or is that another weird euphemism for cooming? Don't do that either. Lift how delightfully British. Isn't that like what they call an elevator though? With her expert knowledge, or maybe coincidental luck, Ame bounced over to the stairs and headed up without even giving the normie shop so much as a second glance. I have a confession. I just got into Kamen Rider. How over is it for me, Lyra and Palkyries? Rest in peace. Also welcome. Welcome, but also rest in peace. Welcome to... Like, I feel like a lot of Palcaries are into Kamen Riders, so you're in good hands. But also, I feel like the Kamen Rider, it can be such an expensive hobby. So if you start collecting belts, it's over. And it's also so hard to just get stuff in general. Oh, look at all these trading cards and old books, and there's Anime Girl plastic vinyl figures, doujinshi, and eroge. They've got everything here, huh? Damn, this game's shop's really got some good stuff. There's stacks of really rare retro games in the window. Holy shit, that's expensive. Well, duh, they would be. Everyone who works here probably has all the good shit memorized. Damn, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to score some bargains like those local secondhand shops that just slap prices on whatever. Sad. Yeah, Nakano's also really expensive for some reason. Ami probably already knew that she'd have no luck, but held out hope anyway in case she could score something good for a stream. She was probably talking this much to practice for what she'd say tonight too. Truth be told, there were rarely any places left that would sell rare things for cheap, even out in the boonies. The shops that lasted this long were able to do so because they knew the highest prices they could sell their stock at. I feel like this corridor, this side, is where all those watch shops are. If you've been to Nakano, something was really interesting is amidst all of the random anime shit, there's this weird random sections, like just throughout all of Nakano Broadway, there's random sections of these watch shops, and they're like secondhand watch appraisal shops. So you go there to like sell or buy watches, and they're very, like it's like expensive watches. We're not talking like normal watches. We're talking like collector designer watches, and the shop itself doesn't have any watches for display. It's like all by appointment only. So you just see a table, and when you go there, they will either bring out the watch or you bring in your watch, and then they have a guy with like one of those glasses, like looking at your watch or showing you the watch, you know? Plus, the places that tried to beat their competition by listing their items below market value would get their goods snapped up quickly, so you'd hardly have time to blink. Not to say that bargain hunting was impossible these days, because it wasn't, but you'd have to be incredibly lucky. Ooh, there's even cafes here. Maybe I should retire and open a chill cafe here. Oops, don't tell anyone I said that, okay? There's a really nice cafe on the top floor. I went with Pokepal once, and it was like a really nice vintagey cafe. It was so cute in the middle of Nakano, and we had a really good time, and we just got to chill, especially after like walking around so much and standing up all day. It was really nice. Highly recommend. They used to have this like Murakami cafe. The artist, not the writer. That was really cool, but I don't think that's there anymore. Nakano Broadway was an old building with over 55 years of history. The call for its demolition could happen any day, so running a shop that needed a lot of time to build a customer base here, like a cafe, was a risky gamble. Thankfully, it was not enough to stop those who truly loved these holy grounds. The nerdiness is even stronger up here with all the Gunblam and Rider exclusive shops. You won't really see this even in Akiba. This place is basically nostalgia heaven for parents. I can see them buying toys here so they can live their glory days vicariously through their kids. But I guess the kids would be happy to be surrounded by so many books and toys. This is a weird place for sure, but maybe that's why a lot of families come here. Phil Sion, thank you so much for 1 month of membership. Hey Lyra, I've been thinking. Just thought I'd let you know. Thinking about what? Just thinking? Your first thought ever? Have you just had your first thought? Congratulations. Congratulations, Felsion. I'm so proud of you for thinking. Sometimes thinking is a lot. I mean, all the time, thinking is a lot. It's a lot of effort. And I commend you for doing the hard act of thinking. Congratulations. Yeah. Amazing. Think dumb. Shut up! You freaking chat. This place has probably turned hundreds of kids into geeks who grow into robot and toku-loving adults. Me. The circle of life and all, huh? Being the central hub of Nakano wasn't the only reason this place saw a lot of families. There was also a huge park right next door where the light of Nakano gathered in the form of couples and families, creating a big yin and yang town. To any dark nerds who wish to avoid such light, visiting on a weekday would probably be your best bet. Oh, look at this bookstore. They've got some really controversial stuff there, and opening a shop for fellow freaks would be pretty cool too. Hame babbled on excitedly, pointing and gesturing in a frenzy. She'd gone completely off the deep end, sucked in by the whirlpool of nerd shit. The highest floor just hits different. It really feels like the good old days are perfectly preserved here. Unlike the second floor, which you could easily reach after climbing one flight of stairs, the third floor, which the elevator went straight to, the fourth floor was a special place you could only reach if you wanted to. You couldn't just get there from some coincidence or mistake. It was special in another way too. It housed a chaotic concoction of vintage Showa-era toys, mangas, and magazines. There was even an arcade well known for still running a bunch of niche retro cabinets. Did you know that there is a section of Nakano Broadway at the very end? There's an arcade there that is only accessible. I mean, on a normal day, it's accessible by foot, but you also, when everything's closed, you can access it by elevator. Even when Nakano Broadway, the rest of it is shut down and you're not able to walk around. You can still go to this one arcade in the corner, but it's only accessible by elevator when it's like lights out. And they have a lot of like amateur fighting game tournaments there. So my friend, her husband was really into some fighting games, so like he took us there once and it was really cool. It was like fun to watch, and they were even having like a streaming event there one time. So they had like an announcer and stuff, and we like went and we were like watching and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Even from the first glance, you could immediately sense that the shops here were paradise for a select portion of nerds. Look, they've even got anime cells here. Oh, I love CCs. This is so cool. Hey, you ever think about how cells aren't sold as merch, so the ones on the market were sold by some animator who needed some pocket money? I mean, it's cool that anime nerds will give a chance to own a piece of the series they love, but it sort of gives me mixed feelings, you know? It's kind of like how if I saw someone selling something I autographed for them, I'd be pretty annoyed. But on the other hand, they could be selling it because they're really strapped for cash and they wouldn't be selling it if they could help it. Also, it could be that their family members are selling it for them because they passed away. If a collector passed, the family could either sell their things to a secondhand shop like Mandarake or shut them away in a closet somewhere. An outsider wouldn't be able to tell if it was be more respectful to sell their things or keep them. However, what they would know is that either option would be better than bagging them up and throwing them away. Cells definitely were just sold for pocket money though. Oh well, it's none of my business. I'm gonna grab a Dejiko cell and go home. Oh my god, I want a Dejiko cell. I love Digichariot. Digichariot was like, holy shit. Digichariot was everything. I love Digichariot so much. It's sold by the animator or the animation company. I'm not sure. I have a Disney cell because my uncle used to work at Disney. He used to be an animator for Disney. So when I was growing up, we had this really random cell from, I don't know what happened to it. It was like framed and everything. From Snow White. But the thing is, he's not old enough to have worked on Snow White. So I don't know why he had that, but he gave it to us. And for a long time, that picture of the 7 dwarves reminded me of the bathroom because that was where that was hanging. It was always in the bathroom. I always saw it when I went to the bathroom. Because it was like the 7 dwarves washing their hands. That was the cell. So, you know, I think my mom was like, oh, they're washing their hands. It's perfect for the bathroom. Once she left the shop with her purchase, she nodded and headed for the stairs. It seemed that she had had her fill of nerdiness for the day. I love Dejiko. I would say that growing up, I really liked the Rabien Rose and Puchiko more than Dejiko. Although now if I rewatched or reread Digichariot, maybe I would have liked Dejiko. But I really liked the panda girl. What's her name? And her like 3 henchmen boys. I thought they were just so cute. Never thought about where my figures would go when I die. Be buried with them. Now that she spent the day surrounded by nerd shit, her streams would probably reflect that too. Or maybe they won't. One thing I was sure of though, if she showed this side of her more, she'd attract even more annoying fans. Sure, maybe there was some merit to taming them into Kangel's fans, but was it really worth it when they had the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old? Sorry to break it to you, chat. You're being called out. You're being called out! The game's calling you out.
I'm tired from walking around all day, so no stream tonight. I'm gonna stare at my cell all night and then sleep. I'm never gonna tell my nerds that I got one. Otherwise, they would get on my ass about how to properly store and display it.
See? You guys giving me shit about my mom putting the cell in the bathroom. Woo, they think I've got emotional intelligence. Stop! Excuse you, I have a 10-year-old at most. Oh my god.
I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next?
Surprise me. Oh, we keep going. Let's go to the beach, I guess. Are we just going on a date every single day? Oh, she's so cute. The beach when it's cold? Genius idea, P-chan. No, I mean that for real, like unironically. It's so quiet because there's no one else around, and it's not like I would have went in the water anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's cold. Good choice. Feet. Oh my god, chat. Ame smiled. She seemed happy enough with my choice. Aquarius, thank you so much for the 8 months of membership. Obligatory beach episode, for real. Shut up, chat! We stared out into the great big ocean, the mother of all life. As humans, I think we're all made to feel something inexplicable when we come face to face with large bodies of water, including Ame, the contrarian streamer who spends most of her time shut in her room. Any other person would have wished for a bright sunny day, but not Ame or me. The sky was gray and gloomy, the perfect kind of weather to get us in the mood, get the moody teenager inside going, and totally perfect for us. You ever look at the ocean and start thinking about offing yourself? Oh, Jesus. Not like because you want to die, but more like if you dove straight in and kept going merciless, Mother Nature would eventually take you into her embrace and then your life too? Brr. I think I mentioned this on stream, but how like people tend to be more like studies show they're more suicidal when they're closer to bodies of water. Like if people live closer to large bodies of water, they tend to be more suicidal. The suicide rate is a lot higher. The scariest thing about nature would probably be the fact that it had no feelings. No matter how much you screamed or begged, the oceans and wilderness would never relent. The best thing to do when you were standing or drowning would be to stay calm. Maybe that was why a lot of people chose to end their lives with nature. Unlike humans, the earth would never react even when faced with a dying person. Even if you have no real desire to die, you just sometimes end up in a situation or place where you think about how easy it would be to die if you just made a few specific moves. Kind of like that author, Natsuhiko Kyogoku, I think, talks about being overcome by something like an evil spirit. Who knows how many of our inexplicable actions like murder and suicide could be attributed to nefarious entities entering our minds. And it wouldn't be restricted to just big serious things like those either. Maybe they controlled even the little things in our lives, the trivial actions we couldn't otherwise explain. Hey, you know how Osamu Dazai committed suicide with his girlfriend by drowning in a river? I wonder if they really did that with the intention to die. I got curious about him one day and did some research, and I found out that he made a lot of suicide attempts throughout his life. A lot of them were with the women he was seeing at the time, and one even ended with the woman's death. I'm not even going to comment on how messed up that is because he's long dead anyway. Going to drown with your lover just seems like such a spur-of-the-moment passion thing or a last resort attempt to reconcile with whatever weakness you perceive to have in your mind. I saw an interview with someone Dazai knew where they said that he would show them rope and say he was serious about killing himself, and they felt troubled because they felt that no matter how they tried to help Dazai, he wouldn't accept it. It's kind of like when people go on social media and say they're going to kill themselves in a desperate bid for care. These kinds of things can get really dangerous and snowball the more you do it, though. Anyway, that's what I think about every time I come to the beach. Jesus. Every time? The ocean breeze picked up and ruffled Ame's skirt. Something in my chest ached, a prick resembling a wound made of a pointed instrument. As my mind took a snapshot of the girl and the waves, I became gravely aware of the fact that I had a heart capable of doing so. Hey, P-chan? What if I asked you to walk into the ocean with me right now? Which one would be true love? Accepting without any protest or trying to convince me to stay and live? Don't think too hard over it. I wasn't being serious. I have an important life mission that no evil spirit could take away from me right now. Okay, let's go home now. It's dark and my poor little nerds need me. This is a really beautiful illustration. Kind of scary, but really nice. Ame turned and left her innermost thoughts behind with the moonlit water and lapping waves.
cuties, it's Kangel, or should I say Jangel, because I'm a jellyfish today. I went to the beach earlier today and saw the ocean, so I'm not afraid anymore. I didn't go in because it was too cold, but it's not like I would have gone in if it were hot anyway. I'll leave that kind of stuff to you humans. Or maybe I could just leave cyberspace so we can go see the ocean together? If you guys did go to the beach though, I bet you'd still all be glued to your phones. Unless you're swimming and you... But you guys won't. You'd all be taking photos and editing them to look #no filter for your Instars, you addicts. Maybe a bathhouse or sauna would be better then, since you won't be able to bring your phones in. You'd be forced to forget the chaos on the internet and just focus on relaxing in the baths and hot steam. Wait, is that why saunas are getting so popular these days? Because people just want to forget about the internet for a small while? Anyway, it's time for all you nerds to put your phones away and go to bed. Forget about all the idiots online and get some damn rest. Promise me you'll do that. Good night, you guys. Bless. I had so much fun yesterday. Where will you take me next? All right, let's see. Hospital? Is it just like the matter that matters? Or the order that matters? Are you seriously taking me to the hospital for our date? You're lucky you have me, because any other girl would have dumped your ass straight away. I mean, it's fine. I'm nearly out of meds anyway, so it's good timing. You planned this date because of that, didn't you? You're always so on top of things. Thanks, P-chan. Today we were at the psych ward. Ame often came here to pick up her various pills and prescriptions. She had SSRIs, stronger stuff for her really bad days, sleeping pills, medicine that stopped her from suddenly recalling things that were too painful to remember, all sorts of things. If she ever ran out of those, she'd have to play a dangerous game of facing reality all on her own. Since Ame's pills were running low, I decided to bring her here before things got out of hand. Doesn't it seem counterintuitive to have a system where people who struggled to do things on time all the time had to pick up their meds on time all the time? True! True. Hey, you ever think about the people you see in waiting rooms? Like the ones I see here are especially unique. This ward accepted many patients with tough cases, so the waiting room could be quite confronting too. Most of them weren't that out of the ordinary though, like the old folks playing their Game Boys even though it was released way past their time, those who wandered back and forth in the corridors like NPCs, and kids who clung to their mothers unmoving and unspeaking. As different as they were, there was one thing they all had in common. They were all living with unthinkable traumas that regular mentally healthy folk couldn't even begin to imagine. I've been telling you, my ideas keep getting stolen. Every day by famous mangakas. I'm the one who originally invented the dark fantasy genre. I've already told you this before. There was a man, middle-aged perhaps, in a room somewhere shouting, probably arguing with his doctor. It was to be expected in this ward, and all the staff seemed used to it. Anyone who wanted to work here would no doubt have to be able to take those kinds of outbursts calmly without affirming or denying them. The man raged on, still inflamed by the plagiarism he was convinced was happening. It's happening all the time on that website, Shosetsuka ni Naro, that everyone can post their light novels to. They're all reading my stories there and ripping me off. Even the ones that get anime adaptations, except their MCs are all shit and bland. You tell him. You tell him. His shouting went on for a good while. Ame stared at the door that it seemed to be coming from. Oh, there you go. Her face peaceful and composed. Everyone here is fighting their own battles the best they can. It's tough when your worst enemies and best friends both come from the inside of your own head. I know what that feels like. There was a time where it felt like I had insects buzzing around my head all day long. They would all fly around and screech and cause me all sorts of grief. I probably screamed like that man too, just to stop hearing them even for a second. I fought that battle alone too, just like he probably is. I watched, intrigued, as Ame's face grew solemn. It was a rare sight to behold. I laid my hand on top of hers and laced our fingers together. If someone cut the two of us out of context right now, we'd just be like any other couple, enjoying each other's company side by side. However, we weren't like any other couple. I mean, how many others out there would spend their date at a psych ward? It didn't matter to me, though, or Ame. We were both perfectly fine with spending our time here. For people who have to tough it out alone, they must really hate me for having someone like you with me. Maybe they'd even curse me for being blessed with such an adorable face, too. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me for building a name for myself and earning money through my streams by using my outcast energy to attract fans and sympathy. I must be something like a class traitor to them if they were pointing
behind my back and saying I was faking it all for clout, I wouldn't blame them at all. I certainly feel like it on most days, but who would I be if I didn't turn my mental illness into a business? I'd just be a stupid middle school dropout. I have my good looks too, but they can only get me so far in this cruel world. I only got so big as Kangel because of my hard work, and I won't let anyone talk down to me about all the time and effort I've invested. Whatever. That's all fluff anyway. Having a partner like you who would keep tabs on my meds and take me to get more when I'm nearly out automatically makes me more privileged than half the people here on Earth. I wouldn't have the right to even look at the man behind that door in the eye. Ame chuckled softly, resigned. Her face grew dark as she fell silent, gripping my hand bag.
Hey cuties, it's Kangel, your totally normal internet angel who has a super normal brain. What did you all get up to today? I went to the upstairs doctor for the first time in a while today. Aren't I so good? Well, it's really nothing special. We should normalize getting professional help when we need it. Anyway, I took my meds earlier, so if I seem a bit out of it, that's why. If I say something weird, no I didn't, but if I did, just give me a gentle poke in the comments. The place I go to is pretty well known actually. I looked up my symptoms and just picked a doctor that seemed like they would get it, so whenever I go, I see a lot of people like myself there. The surprising thing is, if you look up the hospital's review, they're actually super bad. They're all like, the doctors never take me seriously. They're all quacks. Well, I guess all online reviews are kind of like that. But you know, the people writing them probably weren't in the best state of mind, and yet they continue to go to the hospital. When you think about it, wouldn't all those low reviews actually mean the place is good then? I know it's good for me because the staff there listen to me and make me feel okay. My point is, the reviews are so bad because the patients feel like they can express themselves however they like, which is actually a good thing. The world can be such a tricky place, huh? Anyway, if any of you are going through it right now, I hope you can find a professional that you vibe with. But before that, get yourself something warm to drink and bury yourself in your comfy bed and get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna send you all to bed now, so go get ready. Good night now, my little nerds. Bless! Ah. Totally normal. Just like me, right? The last one. I wanted to save the best one, the most emotional one for last, right? So I saved this one for last. My mucus is out of control today. I don't know why. The train clanked on as it carried the two lone passengers forward toward Ame's childhood home. She very rarely spoke about her family and never even explained where their house was exactly. However, despite that, Pichan still suggested they visit. Regardless of whether heaven or hell was waiting for them, it was a life partner's duty to follow their other half into it. I was scared of being happy. I mean, look at me. I may be cute and pretty, and sometimes my brain cells kind of work, but I'm not exactly someone who deserves to be happy. Every time I thought about it, I felt like I was being crushed by a weight in my chest. It comes back every time Kangel gets more followers and pure fans who genuinely like her. I keep thinking that karma will get me for it one day, and whenever I go to bed, I can't help but think that I'm gonna wake up to a flame war and everything will come crashing down. Ame sometimes woke in the middle of the night screaming, perhaps escaping from a punishment worse than death that her mind had conjured up. The better her life was during her waking hours, the worse her nightmares would become. Not even the thought of being on a date could chase away those fears. But even with it hanging over my head, I had fun. It helped me pull me out from the claws of my own mind for a little while. I started to even think that maybe I could be allowed to be happy. And that thought is getting a little stronger. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk. The train clanked on as it continued to carry the two lone passengers forward. Watching the sunset on an empty bench, enjoying our youth at an arcade at night, fighting against my inner demons at the hospital, nerding out as a couple together at the shopping center with retro vibes, reminiscing about childhood at an abandoned school building. You know, TBH, I thought it was all kind of stupid. 'Cause, it's all kind of pointless, you know? Well, I guess it does give me content for my streams at least. Ame was both Pichan's girlfriend and an angel devoted to the hundreds and thousands of nerds waiting on the other side of the screen. She was prepared to turn any situation and experience into content, but on the flip side, this meant that wherever she went and whatever she did, there would be countless shadows just waiting around the corner.
The stress of having to constantly switch between just a regular girl and one of the most popular streamers ever was immeasurable. The more it built up, the more it fed into the air of unease that hung over her. Her world was always covered in a shroud of some indescribable anxiety. She hid half her face with her hair so she wouldn't have to look straight at that uncomfortable something. It was a sad path to take, but she chose to walk into those thorns. And despite everything, the train continued to run, never able to speak a single word. Whatever thoughts simmered away in Ame's head, the mechanical clinking and rattling erased it all. But you know, the only choice I have is to accept happiness. The train slowed to a complete halt as it arrived at its final stop. The two passengers alighted and headed for the destination. Cute! I'll make my life a happy one. Their steps synced to each other. They walked side by side, slowly, slowly. I'll do it for you, Pichan, to thank you for never leaving me and always being there for me. And I'll do it for myself, too. I'm a little scared, but I think I can do it. A moment of silence stretched between them. Their steps continued, however, carrying them forward to their goal. Part of me thinks that all love is just playing pretend. I mean, 90% of couples end up breaking up, so couldn't you say that they were just hinging everything on the short moments that felt good? Listen to me, being an edgelord, but I just thought that I had to get that out there. And you tell me that's not true even if you didn't really believe it, right? There was no reply from her partner, but Ame took it as a silent agreement and skipped happily. No matter what happens from now on, I know that all the dates we had in this moment of us going where we need to go together was all real. And that's enough for me. She smiled as the lie left her lips. When she spoke to a doctor last, she said nothing but lies. Technically, her claims of insomnia and chronic fatigue weren't untruthful, and the medicines that would be prescribed to her did help stabilize her. Her fundamental imbalances and misalignments weren't anything as superficial as those symptoms, but she wasn't about to reveal them to anybody. Would anyone be able to understand the true inner workings of a girl who called herself the internet angel? Would any doctor or lover be able to do that? Maybe her partner, her Pichan, was the only one who could. At the very least, the one thing that did remain true was that she was headed towards her goal on her own 2 feet. Pichan said nothing. To be more exact, nothing had been said since the moment they met. When Ame said she wanted to go on a date, that proclamation had been met with neither sound nor reply. We're almost there. Where? Isn't this exciting? What is? I get the feeling that all sorts of things are going to start coming our way, but it's nothing that we can't overcome together. Yay! Why? I hope our love will last forever. She stopped. She pointed at something in front of her and murmured softly. Promise you won't let seeing that stop you from staying with me. I love you, Pichan. I love you so, so much. What is it? What is it? What is it? What do we see? Did she take her meds? What is it supposed to be at the end? It's just that she took her meds? Why did she say like what you see? Was what you see just supposed to be nothing? Oh man, I have to turn on the game all over again? Alright, give me a second. She took her meds. I know Pichan isn't real, but I thought she was like... I thought she was saying like something about her house was like not good or something. Give me a second. We're gonna do the second one because this client is all broken. What the hell? Will that work? Oh yeah. Okay, great. When you try the other ending, it's pretty quick. Oh, I already exited out of it. We'll play this one. I actually don't think I can stream for too long today because my throat is like, and my sinuses are kind of going crazy. I feel like I'm losing my voice, especially because we did a long talking one, and I had a double meeting today, so I've been talking kind of all day. And I feel like I'm losing my voice right now. I don't know why, because I feel like I haven't done anything too strenuous, but you can probably kind of hear it like coming and going, but that's okay. We'll just do a couple more of these games. Did you take your throat stuff? I haven't. I haven't taken it today, but I should. Get lots of rest after this. I did sleep a lot last night, but hey cuties, I'm Kangel, your favorite internet angel. Guess where I am today? I'm here at Comic Cat, the sacred pilgrimage site for all nerds. Phew, look at all these people. I wonder if there's anything I can turn into content. Is that you guys? Whoa, it's Kangel. Hello, my cutie nerd. I'm gonna kill you. Oh no, an IRL live death threat. Kangel, I love you. Shut up, die, kill yourself. Stafu, Lamau. Oh, MFG, they're all so rude. You filthy nerds. Take your meds and go to sleep. Bless. Oh, I like those little bless emotes. Cute. What do I press? What do I press? How do I? Oh, space. Do I have to kill them all? Or do I just have to avoid them? Pick a wish. Bullets, tracking caps, or laser pills. Controls for this are a little strange. Ah. Does it matter how many get through? Do I just have to not die? How does this work? Tracking capsule? What is that one? Let's try this one. Oh, I just have to avoid these. Oh, it's so hard to tell. Oh, the tracking capsules are good. Do I have to kill them or no? I mean, they seem to be dying anyway. As long as they hit the end. Alright, we're gonna do more tracking capsule. Oh, there's red guys now. I bet they're stronger. Oh, they're like also homing kind of. Like they'll follow you. The music is kind of funny. It reminds me of like Smash music. Chick medicine, what's that? Whoa! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. What did the chick do? Oh, it like stays on the ground? That's kind of nice. Die! Get out of my way! I'm concentrating. Oh, that one hit like just killed me. I'm just constantly in the red now. I'm just constantly in the red. Get out of the way! Wah! Oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Die. Oh, da. Ah! Uh-oh. Ah! Game over. This was hard. 'Cause it's hard to hard to tell where my like hitbox is. Get out of my way! Well, at least this hitbox is higher than I thought. I just have to like get on top of him. Like that? You see? This is a strat. This is a strat. Oh. Get on top! Get on top! We figured out the strat. Oh! We did it! Yeah, at least we didn't start from the beginning. Oh my god. Grah! Goodbye, cuties. Kills. Blah! Explodes. I did it. Never thought I'd get attacked by robots today. There she is! Let me smash! Oh, what do you mean by that? There's more? Angel! GTFO, you cow! Ah! Oh, I'm so sick of this! This will be your final bless. Defeat more nerds. I like the chick medicine, I think. Oh, they're so large now! Massive nerds! I also have so many ducks. So many ducks. Okay, that was a lot easier. Tracking is best. I think tracking is the best one still. Oh no. Oh no, they won't die. Okay. Oh, the red nerds. Sound like I'm talking about the candy. Man, I want some nerds rope. I feel like the laser is not super good. I don't love. Whoa, fellas. Calm down. Oh my god. Fine, we'll get a laser. Oh, the double laser is actually kind of good. Oh, better than the single laser for sure. Oh, the ones with the... He's not even red. Oh, no! Ah! Wait, that's so hard. The game literally turned to bullet hell, except they're all homing. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna get... I think the chicks are the best for this one. Oh. Oh Lord. The chicks! The chicks are carrying me! Ah! No 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 no. Oh oh ah ooh ah ooh. Oh my god, I barely survived that one. Holy smokes. What is this? Do not reinforce? Oh, it's like to play on hard mode? Hell no, I'm not gonna play on hard mode. Okay, that one was easy. Oh. Oh. Okay, that one was a lot easier. Get lost, you stinky gamers! This guy's rainbow. Gwah! It never ends. Die! Ah! Can I ask you something? Yes, ma'am. Are you guys coming from the station? Yes, we came by train. Oh, I see. The trains, huh? I'm gonna go check the station out for a second. This will be your final bless. Oh. Okay, what if I upgrade the bullet? Maybe if I upgrade the bullet will be, the regular bullet will be better. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong button. Uh-oh. Oh, the ducks. The ducks are helping me so much. We're doing the bullets. Are they trying to heal me? They're throwing their medicine at me? I'm strong enough now that I can just stand here. The ducks. Ducks are OP. Take this! Oh, my spacebar sounds horrible. What do the black headband guys do? Are those just normal ones? Can I just hold it? Oh, I can! Oh, you're so smart. You're so smart. I didn't even consider that. Oh Lord, there's so many of them. The chicks! Destroy! And them. So many ducks. Alright, we're almost maxed out now. We're hitting the train? Oh, lordy lordy. Oh, lordy lordy. Okay. We're just bullet helling now. We're like actually bullet helling now. This is like a real bullet hell now. We're just playing Toho now. Except now it's a lot easier. Because my upgrades are so good. The ducks. There's so many ducks. There's just ducks everywhere. Ducks everywhere. Ducks are OP. Oh, now it's just a baby game. An entire train. Yay! These games are so random. All the stupid nerds are gone. Hell yeah. I got some good content ideas today too. Tell me how well I did, Peachan. Hehehe. They have any grapes? I was you know how my Discord icon is that beautiful drawing that Shy Cactus did of me as the duck from that song? Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody for the first time. And they were just like, oh my god, your icon. They were just like, oh my god. I was like, yes. Yes, can I help you? I wonder what would have happened if you reinforced her. I don't think anything would have happened. I think the option was just to not reinforce her. Uh-oh. You guys are not seeing what I'm seeing. How about this? Oh, wait, let me switch to this one. Why is it so tiny? All of these games, man. Alright, well now it's like, now we just gotta like put it here. Is this the... Wait, how do I... Oh, okay. Start with Z. This one should be easy. Oh, this is the lewd game. The lewd brick breaker. Brick breaker! Sonna! Anmari... What the fuck is that? I think it's kanji, but I can't read the kanji. Oh, I think it's her name. Something Tenchan. Ijime naide ne. Like, don't bully her. Alright. Oh! Wait, it's like so slippery! Don't! Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm bad at brick breaker. The left and right actually moves like really fast. I mean, which is a good thing. But it's like really fast. It's not, it's kind of like Pong, but yeah, Brick Breaker's slightly different. Here, I'm gonna go for the pro strats here. We're going for the pro strats. Ah! I didn't know that's what that did! Oh, is it deleting her outfit? Ah! Her outfit's being deleted. Is this safe to show? Oh! There was a hole there. Fuck! Alright, we go for this strat. Oh, I need that extension. Oh, I needed those other stuff, but that's okay. Oh, I needed that heart as well. Oh, fuck! She's getting more naked. Okay, I'm getting all these upgrades. Oh my god, there's too many balls and too many upgrades. She's naked. She's naked. Okay, we're at the end. Oh, I gotta do that. Yeah. Get it on that side. Oh, so close. Nice! We did it! Game clear! Oh god, we struggled, but we got there. What matters is that we got there. That's it. Boba. Oh my god, there's so much how do you read kanji in 8-bit? Ooh, something naisho ni shite ne. Shite yo ne. Demo, clear omedetou. Ganbatta ne. Kakkoyokatta zo. Like, you were cool. Great job on the clear. I don't get the something naisho ni shite yo ne. Something about her clothes, maybe? The end. Title. Okay, well that one was a really short one. Alright. Last one. I think we just got lucky with that one towards the end there. What is this? Madoru. Oh, this one's just the room. So give me a second. Oh, why is it so broken on this? Oh, it's like really broken. I don't know, it's not working anymore. It just says you can try clicking on the devs' names. There's like a bunch of devs. It's just like a cute art of her in her room. Oh, there it is. This is it. It's just the Debs and her room. I think that's it. This is cute though. I like the art. It reminds me a lot of what's that one game? The Princess Maker game. Is it just called Princess Maker? It's probably called Princess Maker. It is Princess Maker. I was like doing that thing with my brain where I was like, oh, it's like Princess Maker. And then I was like, that's not what it's called, you idiot. And then I was like, wait, is that what it's called? And then, yeah, anyway. Princess Maker, a classic. It looks exactly like Princess Maker, which is really cool. I love the style. Anyway, that's it. So let me move us over. Before it like fucking doxes me again for whatever fucking reason that it did that last time. I hope you guys had fun. That was a bit shorter than I thought it would be, actually. I thought it would be longer, and I thought I was gonna have to cut it short because I'm not feeling super well. But it actually worked out perfect. It's good timing. We are doing a lot of collabs for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's gonna be a lot of collabs. You know, I've already been doing a bunch of collabs. As you guys know, I'm not as like talkative with you guys during the collabs, obviously to focus on the collab partner and the collab itself. So I do apologize, and you guys know I try to sneak in like at least one stream a week where I can just talk with you guys. This week, what the hell's going on this week? Yeah, this week was like all collabs essentially. We have a collab on Wednesday, and then we have a collab on Friday, and then we have a collab on Saturday. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, none of those are going to be on my channel. So it's a little bit gonna be a little empty here. But I hope you guys understand. Make sure you keep an eye out for all the channels that I'm collabing with and on. And I think the only other thing is that the Vanguard stream. So I think my local, so I call my local shop and they have the cards, but I haven't picked them up yet. And I haven't like pre-ordered them or like reserved them. I'm hoping that when I go pick them up later, they'll still be there, but there is a very slight chance that they won't have the cards. Also, Kokone might get her cards. I was hoping to do like an opening stream with Kokone. If not, I will open mine first and then I'll open it. I'll hang out with Kokone when she opens hers to like let her know what's good and whatnot. So that's really exciting. I'm so excited for the new lyrical boosters. So I hope you guys are excited for those too, and I hope you're looking forward to that as well. I'm like planning some really cool, fun stuff in the coming weeks. Some cool, fun collabs also that are a little bit different. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And I'm also going to be doing a Korean only stream next week or the week after. So keep an eye on that as well. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on this week and the next couple weeks. Sorry I was a little bit out of it today, but I hope you guys had fun anyway. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I fucking love needy streamer overdose, overload, whatever you want to call it. I am so happy to have Kangel as my sister. Kangel and Ame as my sister. And I have a lot of their merch too. It's so cute. I love them so much. So I'm really happy to see them getting more games and more stuff too. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'll see you guys day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, I'll see you guys. We'll have another clip on the channel tomorrow though, so be sure to check out the clips. As always, support the clips, check out the clips, give them likes please, and comment on them. I know you guys really liked that shower one recently. I appreciate it. Honestly, when you guys told me to clip, you guys were like, I hope this gets clipped. I was like, why? This is not interesting. This is just me literally teaching you guys how to shower. And then the clip was like one of the best performing in terms of like in the first hour performance. And I was just like, oh my god, you guys really did want this. I didn't think it was funny at all. I only clipped it because you guys asked me to clip it. But I do appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for watching all the clips and for all the support on the clips too. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Liotsu. And bye-bye. Where is my ending? There it is. Bye.